Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Minnesota Mike back with you for another video. This is another one in my vlog series that I do through the Memphis Songwriters Association, and that's in conjunction with the blog that I write for them every other week about songwriting and what has worked for various artists over the years, whether those songs were hits by, my definition of, top 20 or not, but just, still popular anyway. So, what makes these work? And in this particular blog, we talked about outdated visuals within songs. So, things that we don't necessarily use anymore, but that, are still really good songs and still hold up. And we looked at Payphone by Maroon 5, and then we also looked at Kodachrome by Paul Simon. So now we're going to shift gears a little bit and go with something that, for my money, wasn't all that long ago. But when you think about, actually, if you really just do the math on it, it kind of was. And some of the technology that it's talking about was cutting edge at the time, but not necessarily anymore because it actually isn't a thing. But I'm going to talk about the song Digital Get Down by NSYNC. So, when I initially envisioned this particular blog and eventually vlog, I wanted to focus on hits, because Mr. Indignant Critic thought Payphone shouldn't be a hit. That was his actual name, by the way, Indignant Critic, all one word. Actually, I think it might have been a, hyphenated name. But anyway, he thought that Payphone shouldn't be a hit, and that was due to the visual being unrealistic. In trying to come up with some non phone related visuals, and trust me, there are plenty of phone related visuals, I thought of this song, and I hadn't thought of this song in years. It popped into my head. So please do come with me, if you will, back to the year 2000, or as my students call it, the Dark Ages. So, this particular song, Digital Get Down, deals with an online romance and implicitly freedom from parental control, thinking that you're being sneaky with your relationship. The mode of communication was AOL Instant Messenger, and this is even pre MySpace, pre Facebook, pre Skype, Zoom, and definitely pre FaceTime because it was pre smartphone as well. So at the time, like I said, this level of independence was a massive deal. And I'll spare you quoting any of the actual lyrics in this particular song because picturing 8-year-old me singing along to these lyrics just makes me cringe. I know I did it, but you don't have to relive that with me. So let me paint my own picture for you. So back in the year 2000, we connected to the internet via dial-up. The internet would connect at a snail's pace, and to this day, I can still hear the sound the computer would make while I was doing it. Most of you who are watching this probably know that. But there are some people who might see this that didn't live through it, and so it's important to paint that picture. So before cell phones took off, you would have to call your friend's landline, where their parents would probably answer, call them to the phone, and then you'd have to wait for your friend to come to the phone. But AOL Instant Messenger was pretty revolutionary at the time. It allowed kids, in Sync's main demographic, a little bit of freedom from their parents so long as they were able to use the family computer. I have a distinct memory of one of my classmates, shout out to Jessica Bright, who I also haven't thought of in years, asking me randomly in class if I had heard this particular song. Although the song's visual, AOL Messenger, does not hold up, it was clear at the time and remains clear to this day why this song was so relatable when it was released. These people were singing about our independence, and it was really awesome to listen to and aspire to, having that level of independence. So melodically, the primary elements of this song are rhythm, lyrics, and then the melody is based on the hip hop genre. The rhythm is straight up 4/4 beat pattern, but with 4 beats within the trap rhythm and 4 beats without more or less, and 4 beats without, I should say, more or less throughout that particular song. There are ambient sounds throughout that support the lyrics, and the lyrics are really a secondary element. The melody is really what's important there. But tonally, this particular song is in A minor and has a descending bass from A to G sharp to G to F sharp over the chords. A minor 7, E7, which is a G sharp, and then G, D7, F sharp. So structurally, this particular song starts off with the chorus, then goes into the verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, solo paired with the classic 2000 message, your satellite feed has been interrupted. Then it goes to a bridge, 2 choruses, and then an ending. So that's the format. The ending is the first line of the chorus, digital, digital, get down, just you and me. So I haven't exactly given this song a ringing endorsement, but I would still suggest listening to it just so you can kind of figure out why the heck was this so popular. Go back to the year 2000. In the next vlog, we will talk about a little bit more of a recent song, although even that was from 2005. But this is a song called Big Blue Note by Toby Keith that we are going to be looking at in our next vlog. I am Minnesota Mike. As always, thank you so much for tuning in, listening, watching, and make sure that you check out all my other videos on YouTube, as well as Instagram and Facebook, social media wise. And then all my other music is on Spotify and iTunes if it's not on YouTube. Also, make sure that you go check out the MSA blogs. I've got this one, plenty of other blogs for you to check out. And then Joe Matthews, another one of the board members, writes about understanding music, and that's a little more of the melody and how different chords work together. So make sure you go check those out. I am Minnesota Mike. Thank you so much.